Hey everyone, have I here bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, it is time for another edition of Best Teams on Global. This is the February 2023 edition, so with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yeah, I did a video discussing how amazing the month of February has been in 2023 on the global version of the game. I've never seen so many upgrades and relevant units be introduced in the month of February, generally paralleling to the JP anniversary. Typically global's just kind of hanging out, but yeah, February was really amazing. But the question is, did it change best teams and did it change some of the rankings? There was some movement here. We'll go ahead and dive in and take a look. So but before I get into that, the term best teams is my opinion and it's purely subjective. There's no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. And how I rank my teams, I look at a multitude of different things: leader skill, damage, defense, special skills, bench strength and flexibility, game mode effectiveness, of course, and just overall gameplay. And what you're going to see in how I build my teams, the two main rotations, generally the first position is going to be defensive oriented, and then you'll see attacker in the second position, generally speaking. Some will be defensive as well, and you're going to see me run a support unit in the floater spot. Again, you don't have to run a support, I just do put a support unit in that final spot there, but it is optional, of course, and of course any flexible unit is optional as well. Now, when it comes to game mode effectiveness, I do take a look at many different parts of the game, but of course the end game right now is Cell Max, the Cell Max event, and Red Zones. Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battles are still very difficult, and that's still coming out on a consistent basis, so that's still important. But then the rest, you know, it's just part of the game. So I am looking more into the Cell Max, Red Zones, and Super Battle Roads than anything else when it comes to game mode effectiveness. So let's look at the last month's summary, last month's top 10. This was the list here. And one of the things I did also mention last month was the non-merging of teams. Like I did before I basically came up with the new list here. I started merging teams together that things were very similar, like a movie heroes and things of that nature. And right now I'm still keeping it separate. I might merge them pretty soon, especially one unit. Or one team, that is, and but there has been some movement in the best teams ranking, so let's go ahead and dive into that. But first I want to at least provide a couple honorable mentions. First is the number 10 spot, which was Wicked Bloodline last month. It did fall out of the top 10, not because it's not a good team, it's just that there are more teams above them for now, and this team is so similar to the STR Cooler team that I might just go ahead and merge this team with that team, because if you do have, you know, STR Cooler, you're generally just going to be running STR Cooler versus Metal Cooler, and that's something that I'm going to have to consider on the other teams as well. Is if you're running a particular unit that's a better leader, I might as well just merge that because you're generally going to be running the better leader, right? So the other honorable mention I do want to shout out is going to be LR Go Crew, right? Battle Wits 200% new Carnival unit, the most recent new unit that we have on the global version of the game. It didn't make the top 10 spot. You probably understand why, because of the team limitations. Like, this team is fun and fantastic, but there's, you know, some holes in it. There's some issues that you have to deal with. You can run Piccolo, the Piccolo rotation, which is unstoppable, right? Strength Piccolo with LROP. That's an amazing rotation, one of the best out there, but everything else is kind of not like the best. And then LR Goku is amazing, but not like, you know, top 3 type of unit. On the global version of the game, it's still definitely in the top 10 though, when it comes to a standalone unit. But you can see like the bench strength isn't all that great, you know, floater positions, you know, a little bit light there. And support unit, yeah, you can use PyCon or even like Krillin, but generally speaking, not overly super strong support unit. That's going to be available for Battle of the Wits. So 200% Carnival units, a little bit tough when you build teams because of its single category limitation, but still a great team and a fun team to run is the Battle of Wits 200% LR Go Crew. So let's go ahead and move on to the top 10 here and jump into that. So coming in number 10 spot, so if basically Metal Cooler dropped out of the top 10, and everything's kind of pushing down, well, that makes sense. That Powerful Comeback got pushed down one spot. It didn't get an upgrade in February. It basically stayed the same and still being an incredible team that you can run. The biggest issue with LR LR Super Saiyan Carnival Goku is that you really could revive only one time, right? So the other, the other unit could, face some issues, running in the main rotation. But generally speaking, you're going to be just fine, right? LR Piccolo with Carnival Goku, with EZA Gogeta, these are just amazing, amazing units. The biggest problem though is no support, right? So for me, it's not a problem for some individuals because some of you guys don't run support, but for me, I technically want like a strong support unit as availability to boost up the rest of the team on particular turns. So, but anyway, fantastic team here. Coming in number 10, LR Carnival Goku, powerful comeback, 200% team. Let's go ahead and move on to the number 9 spot. So it really didn't change, it just jumped down, right? So again, these two teams here in the number 10 and the number 9 spot didn't really get any upgrades in February, and really no units that added on to their teams. So for this, it's going to be LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, LR Gogeta, Fuse Fighters, GT Heroes with the 30%, 200% for Kamehameha. Again, super fun here. You can run the Piccolo team or Piccolo rotation, but you're only running at 170, so a little bit weaker there. The Gogeta rotation is very fun, but if you want to run more of a Super Saiyan 4 GT team, this might look something like this, where you're putting Piccolo as a floater, and then you're just focusing more on the GT portion of things. So again, the synergy of it all isn't all that great, but still a very strong team, a very fun team to run. But GT's kind of been left by the wayside for now. We'll see a huge upgrade during the 8-year anniversary in July, but as of right now, they're going to stay in the number 9 spot. So coming in number 9 is the Fuse Fighter GT Heroes Kamehameha with LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. So the new kid on the block, coming in number 8, is the Path of Power Kid Goku. So this is the new unit that formed the new team that is now a part of the top 10, and it makes all the sense in the world, right? So look at the two main rotations. You're able to run the Hachan and Triple Double Goku, which is a super strong rotation, and you're able to run another amazing rotation in Carnival Goku and the EZA, the newly EZA'd AGL Gohan, which is a top tier unit. Now you're only able to run that at 170%, not at 200%, but still very usable. Now you could run, I didn't make the slide here, you can run the strength Hachan as well, and you can run a dual Hachan, right, and just run on both rotations and have Kid Goku as the middle rotation there, and both of them are going both Android 8s are going to the Ven very well. So I only have one slide for this team here, but it is the new kid on the block. It is entering at the number 8 spot, so I think that's a very strong introduction here, but very good unit and overall good team. Dragon Ball Saga Youth Exploding Rage at 170, triple category, and then the double 30% in Dragon Ball Seekers Bond of Friendship. That's why I call him Triple Double Goku. So let's go ahead and move on to the number 7 spot. So quick note here. So this right here, like the standalone, you look at this like, yeah, this is a great team. The reason why number 7 is Join Forces Movie Heroes and Pure Saiyans isn't because, like, yeah, this can be a similar team here, but the difference is the Join Forces team has multiple main rotations you can run that's viable. So for example, you have your Piccolo, you have your LRGG with your Carnival Goku, and then you have even Gamma 1, Gamma 2. So the movie heroes portion and the little Join Forces here provides a lot of flexibility, and the only reason why this isn't higher is because unfortunately the LR Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta isn't all that great. Not like super bad, but they're on a floater position as leaders, and then there's a ton of amazing rotations that you can run. As you can see here, you have again a multitude of all the movie hero rotations that you can do. So I think it's incredible. It's very flexible, and this team will continue to get better and better because it seems like Join Forces is a constant upgrade when it comes to Dokkan here. So coming in at the number 7 spot, because of its bench strength and diversity versus the number 8 spot where this team is amazing, but the bench strength isn't as strong as here. This is the reason why they got the nod at the number 7 spot. Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta LR, and Join Forces Movie Heroes with the Pure Saiyans 30% boost for 200%. So that's number 7. Dropping on the top 5 is, and this is definitely arguable, right? I think a lot of cooler fans here would say no way, it's still a top 3 team, and that's again arguable, but have them in the 6th spot. So no upgrade in the month of February. That's why they ended up actually dropping a spot here. So they're going to be coming in the number 6 spot. It is still absolutely without a doubt the best extreme team that you can run in the game. That's like no doubt about it. So you're going to run something like this if you want to do a lot more damage, but if you want to go defense here, you basically just slot in that Janemba, you're good to go. And Terrifying Conquerors and Movie Bosses, you know, 2 of the better and most powerful extreme classes that you can run, and then Transformation Boost, it's going to be, you know, very powerful there. And yeah, I love this team. It's a very, very fun team, but unfortunately I did have to put them in the number 6 spot and drop them out of the top 5. And this is kind of where you kind of go back here to Wicked Bloodline. It's basically, you can run the Wicked Bloodline here as well. And this is one of the first teams I'll probably just go ahead and merge up and just combine the Movie Bosses with Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors. So that's probably what I'll end up doing in the future, just because we'll just have so much inundation of different teams, but very similar in how it's going to be built here. So coming in number 6 is the STR Cooler. Still love this team here. Very fun. It is in my rotation, of course, when I want to do some medal grinding. The nice thing about this team here, metal grinding, right? So when you get your 77 medals and you're generally fighting super class heroes, this crushes super class heroes. So all right, let's now go ahead and move on to top 5. In top 5, again, I probably should be merging some of these teams down the road, but coming in the number 5 spot is going to be Power Beyond Super Saiyan Movie Heroes. And yeah, it's very similar to the Joint Forces. I think this team is better just because it does have the Kamehameha as the 30%, and there's going to be a lot of teams here that's going to be running with the Kamehameha. But then also Power Beyond Super Saiyan is a much more powerful and relevant with movie heroes than it is just Joint Forces. And you'll see kind of the different teams. Of course, you can do the Piccolo rotation. You can do a Carnival Goku, Gogeta combination. It's a great combination. But now, of course, the EZA Gaku, that's making his first appearance here, right? Power Beyond Super Saiyan with Kamehameha as well. You can run the LR Gods in main rotation. And you can run, of course, being movie heroes, you can run the Path of Power Kid Goku with the Hachan, being that's a movie hero. Hachan won't get the 30% boost, doesn't need it. And just an amazing overall team. And then, of course, you can also run the Gamma 1, Gamma 2 rotation, but only at 170%. And then you can, of course, just throw that Piccolo in there anytime you want. Now, I did put in the Krillin down there as support, just to give Krillin some love. Normally, he's not there often. Of course, you can just put the Int Pan there all day long. You can even put the Great Saiyaman 2 there. Definitely different options you can run support. I just put Krillin there just for some love. So coming at number 5, the LR Gods, Power Beyond Super Saiyan Movie Heroes with Kamehameha. So moving on to number 4, very similar to number 5, and again, this is something that I might just go ahead and combine, and that's Movie Heroes with Artificial Life Forms with Gamma 1, Gamma 2. So this is Gamma 1, Gamma 2. They're both basically in that same spot here, number 4 spot. So I already did kind of merge one already, but yeah, super strong team. You can run the Hachan and Goku rotation on here. I just didn't put it in the main one because, hey, if you're able to run Piccolo and Carnival Goku, I think that's a better option always. But you can just go ahead and put them on there, and you can see the Kid Goku and the Hachan as a alternative rotation if you wanted it to be. Now, what you can also do when it comes to red zones and things of that nature, you can run Gamma as more of a support, Gamma 1 as more support, and you can run maybe a team like this, or again, you can run the Kid Goku and Hachan during a red zone stage and just do absolutely fine. So coming number 4, again, very similar to the number 5 spot here. I understand that, but until I merge it, we're going to keep it separate here, and that's going to be Gamma 1, Gamma 2, which I think is just overall better Movie Heroes team. So let's dive into the top 3. So the third team here, I was either going to put it number 1 or number 3. And I just said, you know what, let's go ahead and keep them at number 3, even though it got probably the best upgrade out of all the teams, and that is Bond of Parent Child LRGG. It got the EZA to Gohan at 200%. It got the LR Godku EZA at 200%. It got the LR Goku, right? So it got everything except for Path of Power Goku, right? So, yeah, I was like, should I just put it at number 1? The only reason why I didn't put it at number 1 is because of the fixed spot that Vegeta and Trunks LRGG has, and they're a fixed spot to the first position. So that does remove a little bit of the flexibility of the team, but it's still an amazing team. It's a top tier. You just look at this team, it's ridiculous. So you can run both Carnival Gokus, right? The Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan. So LR Goku and LR Carnival Super Saiyan Goku. They're both of an option. So you do have that flexibility there. And the bench strength is really nice. You can also run more or less like a Time Traveler's team. Oh, by the way, you know, LR EZA Gohan, right? Great partner with LRGG. So this team's ridiculous. This team is amazing. So if you're going into Red Zone, you can run this team and have no problems at all. No problems. So very, very, very strong. Could be a number 1, arguably. I was either going to put them at number 1 or number 3, but I just decided at the number 3 spot. So again, coming in number 3 is LRGG, Bond of Parent Child Future Saga with the Battle of Fate 30% boost. So basically ends with the number 2 and number 1 spot, and they're both basically superheroes teams. So it didn't change. One of the reasons why I didn't change is because the Gohan team got EZA Gohan, right? So this can also run the exact same rotation as the top rotation there, but you're able to add a Piccolo, right? So that's the primary reason, even though LR Ultimate Gohan isn't like the best of the best, but he's not like super bad. He's just going to be, they're going to be running just as floaters, right? And you can run the Piccolo as a main rotation there. You can't, the thing here, you can't run the Strength Piccolo on this team, unfortunately. It's not a Hyper Saiyan or superhero, right? So so Piccolo has standalone. That's why I did put the Pan there as a support, and then that support can rotate with the Gohans as well, and actually works really well. So I think this team is the second team, again, even though Gohan isn't, you know, Beast Gohan, but it does have the 2% LRGG and LR EZA Gohan as the rotation, which is a mighty rotation. And also, yes, you can run a 200% LR EZA Gaku and the gods as well. So basically much similar to some other teams here, you have a lot of diversification in main rotations, and every single one is very, very strong. So yeah, coming in number 2 is going to be Ultimate Gohan Superheroes Hybrid Saiyans at 170%, and then Bond of Parent and Child of Movie Heroes with 30% boost. And of course, number 1, it's going to be number 1 probably till the anniversary, so just get used to this here. And that is going to be Piccolo. Having 2 Piccolos is broken, and it's still broken. And having LRGG and Piccolo in row rotation is broken. However, they don't link very well. Who cares? Who cares? They don't die. And then you have the normal Piccolo rotation there. That's going to be great. You can run EZA Godku. You can run LR Goku. You can run Ultimate Gohan. You can run Gamma 1. You can. There a lot of options. A lot of options here that you can run. And if you do rather have like more of a linked rotation, right, this is what it's going to look like. And then you just put Piccolo as a floater, which would be insane and weird, but you can. That's the crazy thing about the flexibility and the game mode effectiveness for this team. You can just run really anything and you'll be just fine. And you have the scouter opportunities with the LR Go crew. So generally speaking, overall, very, very powerful. And it is going to be the best team. I'm just going to say it now. It's going to be most likely the best team until the 8-year anniversary, unless they do something wild for Saiyan Day and Goku Day. That's going to change things, and it's still going to be a worldwide celebration. We will see. We will see if that does change anything. But again, overall, very, 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 very strong. So let's go ahead and dive into the summary here. So I have at the number 10 spot is the Powerful Comeback Team with Super Saiyan Carnival Goku. Then you have the GT Fuse Fighters with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then the new kid on the block, the Path to Power Goku, Triple Double Goku there with, I can't even name them all, Youth Category, Exploding Rage, DB Saga team there. Then you have Join Forces Movie Heroes. Then you have the number 6 spot is LR Cooler. Again, arguably you can move them higher, especially if I start merging teams together there. But that's coming number 6. LR Gods is number 5. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 for number 4. LRGG number 3, and then the superhero teams number 1 and number 2. So let me know if in the comment section below what you guys think. I think for me, the only biggest difference here is if I should have moved the LRGG team to the number 1 team, right? It's arguably it could be as that as well, but I still think 2 LR Piccolos is more. It's more OP, literally LR OPs. 2 LR OPs are better than 2 LRGGs. I think that would be the case. So anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. If you are new to my channel, where's the slide? Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.